Guys, it's Naomi. This is your monthly October all signs forecast. And if you'd like your own private reading, go to naomitarot.com or email me at naomitarot1199@gmail.com. So I'm going to start with Aries. That's the first sign of the zodiac. And I'm going to end with Pisces. I'll try to go in order, guys, but I can't guarantee it. If you'd like an extended reading on this, when the video clips end, you can watch the rest of the reading for each sign on Patreon with a monthly subscription of $6. Now, I offer a lot on that. I do conspiracy theory readings. I read about politics, everything from Trump and Kim Jong-un to Hillary Clinton to the overall plan I feel that they have in this country. But I can't do those readings on my YouTube, so you can subscribe to Patreon to watch them. I also have a lot of videos about spiritual battles between light workers, etc., and the plan or plot regarding that, Five of Swords. But really, if you would like to watch extended sign readings as well, in addition to all of that, it's a great deal because you get it all included for $6 a month subscription. Okay, so what's going on for Aries for the month of October? So right now you've been feeling distrustful, the moon reversed, and you've been feeling like you've been trying to release this envy, this jealousy, double reverse, and you've had too many options regarding something. Seven of Cups, you feel like you're at a standstill, you're at a stalemate, you can't make a decision and you're stuck. And maybe it's because you're very defensive, Queen of Swords reversed, very defensive regarding something, and this is keeping you from going forward. Knight of Swords. So Taurus, what is your monthly forecast for October? So for October, Taurus, what I see for Taurus is, let's see, let's just pull out some cards and then we're going to do some spiritual advice. So what's going on for Taurus for the month of October? What's going on for Taurus for the month of October? Taurus. Well, Taurus, it seems like, okay, so regarding a final decision, a judgment with a partnership in business or a love relationship, you felt like very guarded. Queen of Swords reversed, my female Tauruses and my male Tauruses, you felt like you were very in charge. But whether or not you felt guarded or in charge, you made some kind of decision, or somebody in this partnership made a stupid decision, the Fool reversed. And because of that, the final judgment or karma is going to shake things up in the near future. This may leave many of you very unsettled and unhappy and may keep you from going forward from something that you've been waiting for. Eight of Wands reversed. So be careful on impulsively jumping into things for the next month, Taurus. I know you guys can sometimes be like a bull in a china shop and be very stubborn, but sometimes it's, it's important to take a step back and really just figure out what it is that you want to do first and figure out what's going to be best for you and all parties involved before impulsively rushing into something. Gemini, so what's going on for Gemini for the month of October? Gemini, you guys are my sign of my life path. So I always have a close place in my heart for you. Even though I am not a Gemini, my life path is influenced by communicating with others and sharing things that I know, hence why I have a YouTube channel. And I just wanted to share with you guys why I have that connection with you. So, I always feel like Virgo and Gemini are different sides of the same coin as well, being a Virgo, because we're both ruled by Mercury. Virgo might be a little bit more cautious in their communication, but Gemini and Virgo certainly have that in common, where we have this need to talk and share things. So let's just see what is up for you in October, Gemini. Okay, so you're feeling things quite deeply lately, more than usual. It's not that you're superficial, but there's something that you're feeling quite deeply. Maybe some truth revealed itself to you, Moon, and it helped you make a decision about something. Seven of Cups reverse. You no longer are feeling like the state of indecision, kind of like Aries is this month. You're no longer feeling that. You're just like, I'm ready to release this. Maybe it was some kind of love that you felt like was real, but it wasn't. Maybe somebody fooled you, or maybe you realized you don't want to commit to this love. Ace of Cups reversed, and you're waiting just to lift this burden. Ten of Wands. You've been sick of carrying this burden. You don't feel like this person is supporting and working with you anymore. Three of Pentacles reversed, and you're ready to go on to your new cycle with the Wheel of Fortune. It could be also in a business partnership. You're done working with this person. You're ready to move on. You're finally ready for the new cycle. Cancer, I'm going to transition over to the Gypsy Oracle for you. I use the Rider-Waite for all the other signs, but I feel like using a different deck. And since following along with temporary minimalism right now, I'm only using 2 full decks for the next couple months until my decks wear out. And then I am going to use a mixture of some pre-selected oracle cards. So I don't have the full decks with these. I just have certain ones that I felt my spirit was resonating with at the time. And then I have certain Magdalene cards that I keep up, and I use them for inspiration depending on if I think they apply to the reading. So for you, I felt compelled to use Gypsy Oracle. And what's going on for Cancer for the month of October? It is going into a water sign at the end of the month, one of your sister signs, Scorpio. Although I think your real soulmate, Cancer, and I know you guys very well, is Virgo. Virgo and Cancer is like the moon, is like the water and earth complement to one another. I always say that because I've known a lot of Cancers in my life. So what's going on for Cancers? What is going on for the month of October? We're going into a Mercury retrograde November 1st. You feel like you're trapped, Cancer. I thought that this negative energy had lifted from you, but it seems like something else is going on here. So you feel imprisoned. This means that you feel trapped by someone or something. Someone or something has victimized you, has not treated you fairly, and maybe it has to do with money. Maybe you were generous with your money, maybe with your time, because time costs money. The gift talks about gifts that we bestow on others or gifts that are bestowed upon us. But then you have it in your prison, which indicates to me that it seems like you feel entrapped by this somehow, and that somebody stole from you, thief. So whether or not they literally stole, it could mean that they stole your trust. They stole your confidence in them. Like they said they were going to pay you back and they never did. They fooled you. They were very dishonest. You would like to find your cheerfulness again, your optimism about people and the world again. But you're finding that hard to do so. You know, understandably, you have a big heart. And a lot of times you guys are pretty cautious because you have that hard outer shell of the crab. And you tend to like want to be cautious and protect yourself, but you're really soft and mushy on the inside, kind of like Taurus is like that too. They try to act like a tough, you know, bull that just charges ahead, but they are very soft and mushy in the inside. Those are the 2 signs that try to seem harder than they are. And so I think you probably gave that soft side of yourself to somebody, you appealed to them, and they took totally advantage, and you're feeling the effects of it. But, you know, you're about to go on a new journey, or some change is going to happen that's going to shake things up. So don't worry. And yeah. So Leo, let's see what's going on for Leo for the month of October. What's going on for Leo? Anybody who is born at the end of July and the beginning of August, my Leos, you guys are like magnets for some reason to Virgos a lot of times. I feel it's because you feel like Virgos are your little like helpers. And then we're like, no, we're not always your little helpers. But we like enjoying and like some of the limelight and the fun that you guys produce, because you know a lot of Virgos have Venus and Leo, Venus and Mars and Leo, and so we have that love part of ourselves that likes that Leo limelight too. But our ego is not Leo. I think that's part of the draw. Because honestly, with you guys, I've noticed through my life, it's like bees to honey. I don't know why that is, but it's like male or female Leos are like, oh, I like to, like they don't even realize it, but they love the support and nurturing of Virgos. And I just love like how you guys as Leos know how to make people feel so special. You're good at complimenting. So let's see. What's going on for Leo for October? Okay, so Leo, you're going to get some money increase. And there possibly could be a loss before that, okay? There's going to be a loss, messenger, some kind of message that you're going to get either at work or at home that's going to cause you to despair. And it's a loss. It's a message of loss. It could be job cuts. It could also be literal death. But it's going to be surprising. It's going to catch you off guard. And it's going to be somebody that you were very faithful to. So you're going to feel like you're betraying them. Perhaps it's job losses. I'm not really getting death literally when I talk about the widower. The widower could mean losing somebody to death, but it can also mean losing somebody to a job, losing somebody in a relationship. And I think it's people got fired and it took you by surprise and you heard a message and you wanted to stay faithful to these people, but now you're despairing because you feel guilty about something. Maybe you had to fire people or you had to remove them from your life somehow, but there's something regarding guilt and loss with you and a surprise. The surprise can also indicate a money increase later this month though, Leo, because fish indicate money. So let's just see. So yeah, misfortune. Okay, misfortune and waiting. You're waiting it out to see what happens. You're waiting out and you're sighing. Maybe you're looking over at what happened. You're reflecting upon it. You're feeling a little depressed about it. There was some kind of misfortune that occurred. I don't want to leave you off on a negative note before I do the Patreon reading, so let's just pull out a couple other cards before we switch over. Okay, you can't allow yourself to get caught up emotionally in something, King of Cups reverse, and indecision because of this loss or something that happened where people were lost. You have to just learn to, you know, not suck it up. I'm not somebody who tells people not to feel their emotions. I mean, I am a trained therapist, even though I'm not working as one right now. I'm doing life coaching and tarot cards, but I would never tell somebody to suppress their emotions. However, don't dwell on them. Don't allow that to drag you down, Leo. Virgo, hi my Virgos. The most important part of our chart, the sun sign. Hi my fellow Virgos who were born on the day of the servant and the martyr. Why do we get such boring labels, Virgo? I mean, I feel like our job is really freaking important to this world, and yet we're called the damn servant, the counselor, whatever, right? Well, I like the protector better. How about that one? That's why I went with that in my What's Your Secret Destiny video the other day. I went as Virgo the protector, not as Virgo the servant. Sounds a little bit better, doesn't it? You know, we're keeping to ourselves right now. Maybe somebody has irritated you recently. Maybe a conversation was had. You're in the room a lot. You're isolated a lot. And you're sighing due to that conversation. Maybe it didn't go down so well. Maybe somebody, again, wanted your help, malady, and you're like, you know what? I'm a butterfly. I just have to be free. I am not dealing with this right now. I'm just going to pleasure seek, and I'm looking for my new beginning with the child. So these are some really good cards, Virgo. Be wary, though, because I just saw this card. There is an enemy in your midst, meaning there is somebody around you who's deceitful, dishonest, is not who they say they are, and do not trust them. That's what I'm telling you from that card. I can think of a number of people. So keep to yourself, you know. You are the butterfly. You've got a new beginning, a new change in your life going on right now. There was a conversation that was had. It caused you to sigh. And you know what? You're done always being everybody's helper, everybody's servant. Isn't that interesting that I said the servant? And then we got the malady card. Malady talks about somebody who's just like, it's either you, and I don't read this as Virgo because usually it's not us, it's somebody else who's downtrodden and asking for help all the time. Because you know as well as I know that we're not sitting around needing help all the time. We do stuff a lot by ourselves, you know. We like help, we like appreciation, but we don't need it. So more than likely, this is somebody around you who once again is asking for help, who once again is asking for your attention, and you're just like, you know what? No, I'm doing me this time. I'm going to pleasure seek for myself. I have this new beginning with the child. You know, I'm not going to let you take away my energy. Pleasure seeking means you're going to go out and do you and have fun. The child means that you're literally going to have a child, or you're going to have a new beginning. So it's not usually literally a child. I don't think most of my Virgos watching are about to have a baby, but if you are, congratulations. Usually this doesn't mean that though. It just means a fresh new beginning. Tarot cards and oracle cards, remember, are figurative. They're not literal. But watch out for the enemy around you. They may be looking at your money or lack of money, or they may be jealous of you at work, the merchant. All right, Libra. So what's going on for Libra for October? This is your free reading, and then the extended advice reading will be on Patreon. It'll be the same video, we'll just add clips in. So Libra, what's going on for Libra for the month of October? What's going on for Libras for the month of October? What's going on for Libras for the month of October? Okay, so Libra, you're going to get a message from somebody, and it's going to make you feel very proud of yourself, very, very self-satisfied, and it's going to have to do with work. And you're a little bit on your guard with people, but don't be, because you have a big money increase coming in soon. You have the best card so far, Libra. Okay. And you know what? Happy birthday. It's because we're in your birthday month. That's probably why. And we're in Libra until the end of October when we shift to Scorpio. So you guys are in your essence. You know, what's going on is you're going to receive a message, and it's going to give you higher status, haughtiness, and it's going to be concerning work, the merchant. And you're going to be a little wary of it. Like, is this too good to be true? The foe at first. But either you're a male Libra getting this news, or a man is going to give you the message, the Lord, and it's going to be a very large increase of fortune, and good luck. So either it's a new job offer or it's an increase in money in a job. And I'm very excited for you, Libra, because I know you've been waiting for this for a while. You know, it's a time of transformation for you. You're going to go into this and your life's going to be different. When you come out on the other end, it's going to be totally transformed in a good way. Okay, it's going to reach newer heights as the trees are growing towards the sun. So Justice, things are going to balance out. This is your card. It just popped out saying you're going to have a victory. Don't worry about the sun not shining. It will shine again. And just be on your guard. 5 of Swords. Be wary of those who would like to take away your good fortune, because there are jealous people. And don't hesitate to go forward. Page of Wands reversed. Don't hesitate to go forward. You've got this. You have the strength to maintain this, to accept this offer, and believe you deserve it. Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is yours. That is a really good omen for this month. So it's going to be your birthday at the end of the month. Ooh, we're going into Scorpio season. This is the most powerful, spiritually charged month of the year to get a tarot reading. And it's because Scorpio is the sign that introspects more than any other sign. It doesn't mean that, like, you know, sign like Cancer or Pisces or Virgo doesn't as well, because those signs are pretty deep too, or Aquarius. But Scorpio is that really introspective, probably next to Pisces, those two, always thinking behind the veil type of sign. Somebody who's always kind of like looking at the hidden meaning behind something. Why does this mean this? Why did this happen this way, right? So Scorpio, what's happening for you is, well, let me just reshuffle, because that was the same cards as Libra, so we want to make sure that this is shuffled right. What's happening for you is, let me just see. Oh, it was showing me news. You're going to get a money increase as well. However, don't despair about something, okay? There's going to be something in your life. Okay, so let me just take out a few more cards so I can talk about this to you. And I'm going to take out some Rider-Waite, because I've got a couple negative cards and we want to make sure what these mean. So clarify the misfortune and despair cards. Clarify the misfortune and despair cards. Okay, so, all right. So there's a heavy burden that you've been carrying for quite some time, whether it's family members, a marriage, something with having to be a sole breadwinner, something regarding money or burden, right? You've been carrying it a long time. 10 of Wands. It's time to reverse that. Let go of that. Let somebody else help you, because if you keep carrying this weight on your back, it's going to lead to financial loss, not gain. 6 of Pentacles reversed. And the reason for that is, yes, you are focused on money and making all the money and doing all the things that you need to do, but you're despairing because there is misfortune headed your way if you don't give yourself the time to breathe. If you don't give yourself a chance to go on a journey, to rest, to perhaps take a short vacation, take a few days off, go on a journey, because this devil energy, the pursuit of things and materialism, it's all well and good, but I see somebody kind of taking advantage of you is what I'm reading in these cards. 7 of Swords reversed is somebody who's backstabbing another person. This is somebody who doesn't have the best interest in mind of another, and you didn't see it coming. Page of Swords reversed, and this caused you to lose hope in people. But it's time to stop carrying the burden of others. Stop carrying the financial weight. 10 of Wands reversed, 6 of Pentacles reversed. It's time to stop that. This isn't fair. This is not a happy home. 10 of Cups reversed. You need to ask others for assistance. You need to take some time off to yourself, and if need be, you need to walk away from whoever it is that's been taking advantage. 8 of Cups upright. That means walking away and not looking back, Scorpio. Sagittarius, this is my midlife crisis sign of the zodiac. I tease you guys because I don't mean it in a bad way. I should say my midlife adventurer sign, because once the soul reaches the sign of Sagittarius, it goes through, starts at Aries and it ends at Pisces. Pisces is the old 100-year-old sage that's been through all signs, that knows all. And Sagittarius is like the rebellious 55-year-old soul who is like, I've lived everything, my life is half over, and what do I do now? What's next? That's Sagittarius. Where do I go? You can't hold me down. I'm free. Don't tell me what to do. That's you. You're the archer. You move fast. You go fast through life. Okay, so it may be time to start. Interesting. So it may be time to either deepen the relationship you're already in or take the relationship you're pursuing to the next level, because we have the priest and we have love. This talks about sometimes marriage. And this may be a relationship where one person is younger or just less experienced, because the doctor talks about somebody assisting somebody being the person to advise the other person, maybe with a younger person. I think that if you were to take it to the next level, it will be financially beneficial, merchant on both ends. This lover will enhance your life regarding that. It would be a good decision. I'm seeing new love matches for you guys. And if not love, let's see what else is coming up for Sagittarius. What's coming up in October for Sagittarius? Let's see. Okay, so you're going to receive a message about somebody who was dishonest. You've been waiting to hear this message, and it might... Okay, so you're going to receive a message, the messenger, about somebody who was dishonest, the cat, fallacy. You've been waiting to hear this, right? And perhaps it's about somebody who was close to you, who you thought was your friend, okay? I'm not necessarily getting at the love interest that you're thinking of taking things to the next level with. It could be a friend around you in work. It could be an acquaintance. It was somebody who tried to appeal to your nostalgic side, maybe a friend from your past, Six of Cups. You have to let go of them, Four of Pentacles, because they're different. They've changed. They're greedy. Ace of Pentacles reversed. You have to stay strong as the Queen of Wands. You need to galvanize this fire energy to tell them, you know what, this is over. Hierophant reverse. This is over. I'm not dealing with your backstabbing anymore. Five of Swords reverse. I'm not dealing with this anymore. You're after the wrong things. I see through you now, and it's done. You're going to be severing either a friendship or a relationship, and possibly starting a new relationship or enhancing one further, deeper, to greater heights, and maybe stronger commitment coming up in this month. Next sign is Capricorn, my father of the zodiac. This is the old staunchy man. This is the, when the soul gets to this point, it's aging now. The soul has gotten to, it went to Sagittarius, it was in the midlife crisis, and now the soul has gotten to Capricorn, and the soul is in their 60s and 70s. It gets into its 80s in Aquarius, and then its 90s in Pisces and 100s. So it's 60s and 70s, it's, you know, retiring, it's built up all the wealth, it's secured itself. The soul has said, you know, I've done the responsible thing this time, and I was the father and the protector and the provider for everybody. That's Capricorn energy. So Capricorn, a new beginning is coming for you. The baby talks about a new beginning. And, you know, it might be that you're going to turn your direction towards giving back to others now that you've accumulated your wealth. You're going to turn your attention towards giving back to others, and perhaps it's going to be about serving those closest to you, sweetheart, those who were loyal to you. I think this energy for October for you is very much about sharing the wealth, sharing your knowledge, sharing your literal monetary wealth with others, sharing in abundance, because you've had it good these past couple of months. And you're saying, you know, I just want to be around those I love. I don't want things to change that much, constancy. And I just want to take a step back with my thoughts and, you know, be of service to the people I can, build a more stable home. And I'm hopeful for the future. This is a very calm reading compared to the other signs. It's a very like, okay, you know, I've done what I had to do. I'm seeing the good things come out of it. And let me just start to help others and enjoy what I have, the wealth I have, and be comfortable. And I'm just going to, you know, stay at home and enjoy my loved ones. It's a very rested energy that you're getting. There is an ending that happened recently that you were worried about, Death card, but the worries are lifting, Nine of Swords reversed, and your sun is shining now. Your sun is shining. So you are the Queen of Pentacles or the King of Pentacles. You have the wealth that others desire. You have that wealth, but maybe because you paid so much attention to the pursuit of money that your home hasn't been as stable, Four of Wands reversed. And now you want to turn attention back to your loved ones, back to nurturing those relationships and not just making money. My moon sign. Hi, my little weirdos, my little special shining stars who act eccentric and never really quite fit in. Hi, guys. I love you. I feel like I'm always so excited about Virgo, but a different side of me, it just feels deeply connected to you, Aquarius suns and moons. Because it's just, as I always say, the moon sign is really the most important part of a woman's chart, not the sun. Even though we all act like our suns, I'm a chatty, I know it all Virgo, but something about the moon when it's seen by somebody else and somebody can see what your moon is, they really know you. I have an interesting story that happened actually. When I did home visitations and I used to do social work where I visited people in their apartments, most of the clients I got along the best with were Aquarius sun men. Because as I said, the way to find true compatibility is through the sun of a man and the moon of a woman. And I worked with a girl who was a Taurus, and she was really into astrology too. And she is the only person in my life that, just based on the way I dressed and talked, could guess my moon sign. And she didn't even hesitate. And she asked me one day, she said, "Naomi, are you an Aquarius?" And I looked at her and I said, "That's my moon sign, but I'm a Virgo. How did you know that?" And she says, "I just knew by the way you acted and dressed." And it was, when somebody sees your moon sign, you feel more seen. You feel more seen as to who you really are. But certainly Aquarius and the sun or moon, you guys are, I know, all eccentric in some way, but all really cool. That's the cool sign of the zodiac. Like, you're going to see people doing things like being an artist or having traveled to all these weird places or having weird friends or doing something like tarot reading if you're an Aquarius or an Aquarius moon. Suns and moons, Aquarius, as you all know, we all have a side to ourselves that's into something different. We're never going to be vanilla. We're never going to be like everybody else. We're always going to do things a little bit different. And people might not always see that side of ourselves, but it's always there. So October. All right, so October, you're building a stable home, or you're trying to restabilize your home more. There is going to be some gifts coming. Okay, so maybe there was some sorrow that you recently went through, Aquarius, and it was really tough to get through, but now you're trying to focus on your pleasure seeking. You're trying to focus on the good in your life. And there are gifts that are going to be bestowed upon you for the work you did for somebody else, for the service you did for somebody else. You were kind to somebody maybe in your past. Now you're receiving your good karma, your gifts. And this is a reunion of some kind that's going to stabilize your life even further. The four walls of the house talks about the vibration of number 4. Number 4 is the building number. It's the number of stabilization, and it's the number of really feeling it's security, right? You're going to build security with somebody with a reunion, maybe a new love interest. Maybe it's an old love interest. Maybe it's just a friend. You're going to get a house together, literally, or if it's not literally a house, it could be going into business together, stabilizing your money. But there's going to be Ace of Wands energy, despite the 3 of Swords and the 10 of Cups reversed. So maybe you went through something really difficult, like a heartbreak recently, a 10 of Swords, but now you're charging ahead, Ace of Wands, and you're saying, I'm going into my sunshine now. I'm going into my optimism. I deserve these things in life. I believe that they are mine. I trust that these things are meant for me, and I deserve just as good as everybody else has, right? You have been of service to others in some way, and there was an ending that you went through in misfortune in the past. Now it's time for your bounty, your surprises, your good things to come to you. Now it's time for you to reflect in the room as to what works for you now in your life and what no longer works for you. I see job offers. I see possible money increases this month. And it was certainly after a difficult time, Aquarius, where you really felt like nobody was there for you, where you felt left out in the cold, where you felt heartbroken. And your good is coming to you this month. Do not despair. I'm excited. My last sign, Pisces, the wise sage of the zodiac. You have gone through all 12 signs, and you are the enigma that people cannot quite figure out. I can never put my finger on Pisces and how to label you guys. And I think somebody like the singer Rihanna is a perfect example of that. Everybody absolutely loves Rihanna. I never hear anybody say anything bad about her. If you haven't heard the song Lemon, by the way, listen to it. It's awesome. I love her. But she's like one of those people who's famous that everybody adores. And it's whether or not, if they don't like her music, they just say she's beautiful. If it's not that they say she's beautiful, they love her music, or both. But nobody really says anything bad about Rihanna. And Pisces has that magnetic, enigmatic, it's both enigmatic, like indescribable, and magnetic quality, where people are just like, well, this person is so interesting. And you know the reason why is because you are the ancient soul of the zodiac. You are once the soul has gone through all 12 signs and it gets to the end. So you have a little piece of each sign in you. So you have a piece of Aries all the way to Aquarius when it gets to the old eccentric witch or old man. When it's in Aquarius, it's at that eccentric, like, person who's into, esoteric stuff. Then by the time it gets to Pisces, it's like this wise, really old sage that just rests in their wisdom. And so you have had a time period in your life where you've tried to stabilize things, right? You've probably been doing this in a relationship with somebody, reunion or friendship or partnership, could be stabilizing a business. You have hope for it to get better, and things are not really going to change that much though. So there is hope for it to get better, maybe increases in money or increases in love, depending if it's relationship or business. But for a while, at least for October, the universe isn't going to budge energetically for a while. The message that you're waiting to hear, the letter, is not going to come right away. But when you get it, you're going to have a conversation, and a friend is going to help increase the good that is coming to you, the money that's coming to you. So maybe it is a new business partnership, or if it's a new advancement at your job with like a coworker that will put your name in for something. But I see things pretty much in October staying at a standstill. They're not going to get worse. They're not going to get better. It's just at a standstill. But in love, maybe there's a decision you need to make between two people, because we got the Two of Cups, we got the Two of Wands, we have the Ace of Cups, which talks about love, we have Six of Wands, which talks about your ultimate victory, and we have the King of Cups, which talks about the decision that you will have to make as the male Pisces, or the decision that you will have to make as the female Pisces between two people, and one of them could be a King of Cups. Use temperance, because the outcome is going to be the Ace of Pentacles if you learn what to let go of, Four of Pentacles, and what to keep. So who should you let go of and who should you keep? What type of business relationship should you let go of and what you should keep? What type of love relationship should you let go of and should you keep? If you're just dating now, then maybe there's, you've been seeing two people, you're not physical with either one, and you're deciding which one you want to take the next level to. Right? Which one you want to take it to the next level to. And if you do, it's going to be a wedding. It's going to be a marriage. Very serious. If it's not a literal marriage, it could be moving in. It's going to be taking it to the next level. There's going to be a celebration that takes place. If we're not, again, talking about a relationship and we're talking about a job, it's going to be solidifying a business, going to the next level in your career, maybe getting a promotion. But you're going to do some waiting though in October. I don't see this happening this month. I see good things coming. You're in a time period of transformation right now where you're growing to newer heights up towards the sun, but I don't see it happening instantly. You're going to be waiting at an equilibrium now. Right? And I appreciate all your support, whether you're just a subscriber or you're actually a customer. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'm still offering the Samhain or Halloween special on October 30th, 31st, and November 1st. For the ancient festival of Samhain, which was brought over by the Irish and Scottish to this country and then later renamed Halloween. I am doing readings on those days. Those are the best days of the year to order a reading, so put your booking in now because I'm filling up. And also you can order them for the rest of the month. The sale is for the whole month. It's $90 for 5 questions and a chart, or 7 questions for $90. Usually it's $100. So, and if you can't afford that, as I said, the readings start at $25. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.